Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here, reporting from the floor of the hospitality show. I've got Rob Robinson with me of Springboard Hospitality, where he serves at EVP as EVP. But first, I want to thank my friends over at Entegra, Unmatched Purchasing, Unlimited Performance. Please check them out at integraps.com. So great to see you.
Yeah, thanks, Len.
So I'm excited. It's our first time doing an interview.
Yeah, it's our first
together.
time.
And we'll see how it goes. Might be the last. I don't know. Watch the end and find out. So I know that you're really about company culture and all. It's become such an important issue. And I talk to EVPs, SVPs, CEOs about this all the time. Why is it important to you? And what are you doing to create great culture?
Yeah, look, one of my first hotel jobs was with a company, not to promote another company, but one of my first hotel jobs was with Kimpton Hotels and Restaurants. And
I'm not familiar.
You know, of course. And you know, that's where I really learned early on their intense focus on culture, you know, personal development, professional development.
So let me just put a pin in that for 1 second. Let's educate our audience. My guess is that this was back maybe when Bill Kimpton was still around.
Just after Bill, but late 90s, early.
So this is an era where that lifestyle hospitality was just really rising, starting to get caught on by major brands. That's when Barry Sternlicht created brands like W and did that sort of thing. So it was a major transitional time. So you came up in a different culture yourself, in a company that helped create the lifestyle hotel movement.
That's right.
Right? As opposed to, you got to do it this way, you got to do this way, cookie cutter.
That's
right.
That's right. Yeah, and so when we started Springboard in 2018, one of the first things I did was brought a wonderful woman over with me from a previous life, and we created a role for her in talent development and culture. And so you know, that right out of the gate sort of emphasized my commitment and our commitment to that piece of the puzzle. And, you know, really, it contributes in so many ways to the success of the organization. Just lower turnover, right? Having a great culture, which in today's world is, I can't even stress how important it is to have low turnover with all the staffing problems we're having, which is, you know, that's really key. And then, you know, just really having it be a place where, you know, where people want to work, where they, you know, they get out of bed every day and they want to come to work. I, you know, pride myself specifically in Hawaii, where we have 13 of our properties and an office, you know, very low turnover. I look at our general managers, our leaders that have worked for us for their, you know, 5-6 years, and they're still with us.
All right, so I got to ask you a question on Hawaii and turnover, because my understanding is a lot of hotels are having a really hard time filling positions because it's super expensive for staff to even live there. So how are you able to pull this off between the culture and maybe some other things that you...
Yeah, look, there's a lot of complicating factors there. Housing's a problem. You know, there's been incredible upward pressure on wages over the, you know, since the pandemic. And that's, you know, everybody's kind of fighting for the same, you know, talent pool there. So again, why the culture piece is so much more important. Springboard was, you know, it's consistently voted one of the top employers to work for, you know, in the state of Hawaii, which is really exciting for us. And it's that kind of stuff that, you know, that keeps people, you know, engaged and keeps them wanting to work for.
Okay, so the why? What is it that you're doing? What is that? You don't have to give me the secret sauce, but give me secret sauce adjacent or something.
Yeah, well, so like one of the things that our corporate development and talent person did right out of the gate was she created a culture champion club. And every property, we have 48 hotels in 14 states across the country. And every property has at least one, if not more, participants in what we call our Culture Champions Club. They have a monthly meeting. It's a virtual luncheon. We span different time zones, so it's a dinner for others.
Right, yeah.
But you know, we use that opportunity to share, you know, of course, to spread the culture, but to share important topics. I mean, there's the have-tos like safety and, you know, and security. But then we really use the opportunity for, you know, sharing best practices, creating camaraderie amongst the team.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, it's not easy. It's, you know, building a culture is you know, it's an everyday effort.
Yeah, but that's the same thing with anything else in life. It seems easy to get started, but doing it day after day, month after month, year after year, consistently, that's really where
you have to be you know, you have to carry that torch every day, or else, you know, it dies on the vine.
Yeah, and keep track of it, because once you let those little details start to slip, then the whole thing kind of unravels.
That's right.
Over there. So you're getting close to 50 hotels now in 6 years. And we had a major crisis in the middle.
Yeah.
How are you connecting better with owners? Why are they making the difference to spend time with you?
Yeah, so you know, we occupy primarily the independent boutique space, and you know, as we see consolidation in our industry, just like every other, independent hotel management companies are also getting swallowed up by the big guys, right? The Hyatts and the IHGs.
Yeah, there's a guy who likes being on the conference circuit and getting jobs to speak at these events. It's rough, man.
Yeah. So where we found our niche is, that we're privately owned. We're not a private equity. We're not institutionally owned. So we're not going to get a phone call tomorrow that tells us we're being sold to, to a Hilton, right? And so owners like that kind of security because when they know when they sign up with us, they're going to have us, for a while, and not all of a sudden be with, a big, big brand that they didn't, that they didn't want to be with in the first place.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. So how do you think about, being able to leverage pricing power and stuff like that to try to keep expenses down? As you aforementioned, everything keeps getting more expensive, and Hawaii and other resort places, it's got to be even more.
Yeah, Hawaii's its own animal, supply chain, and logistics, and shipping, and that's the challenge.
I'm forgetting the name of the maritime rule, but there's this weird rule,
the Jones Act.
The Jones Act, that basically anything that goes to Hawaii has got to basically go to California and then back.
That's correct.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's an antiquated,
So please continue.
Rule. But anyway, so I think Hawaii's its own animal, but we work with organizations, like Entegra and others to consolidate our buying power, right? We're independent hotels, so we don't have, and we're only 50, we're not 500, so we don't necessarily have the same buying power. So if we don't work with, partners that have that, that bring that scale and that buying power to the table for us, we lose. So we leverage those.
All right, last question for you. What are you most excited about for opportunity in the next 12 months or so?
Next 12 months. So we, even in today's economy, we have a robust pipeline. So I think we've got a new hotel planned, probably a couple before the end of the year, even though we're nearing the end of the year, and some really exciting new projects in the new year, including some existing hotels and a couple of new builds that we're involved in. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun year.
Congratulations! I'm so glad we got to get to know each other today. Hey, I'm glad that you guys watched all the way to the end over here. So hey, since you made it this far, why not like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our newsletter. Text the word hotel to 66866. Rob and myself, have an amazing day.
Aloha.
See you all later. Hasta luego. Bye.